Alright. Happy birthday to that special someone out there. From me to that person. You're getting a little older. You're getting a little wiser. And hopefully the years are still great to you. I'm starting the show. Just so you know. You know what I said? I would like to point out the fact that a lot of the shit I predicted about COVID has come true. I have predicted a bunch of shit, and nobody has called me the almighty renegade I am, the one above all. Yet! But you will see. You will see. You will all see. You will all see one day through infamy. Well, infamy. I guess that's just the rhyme that's gonna go with that. Yeah, you'll all see. But I don't mean anything by heinous. By it. Or anything evil. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm just saying you'll all see. Because I'll always be correct. Maybe. I've been correct about a lot of stuff. I've been correct about a lot of stuff that I predicted. I said there was going to be the Alpha, the Omega, and the Omni virus of the COVID-19 virus. And guess what? There's the Mu virus. There's the Mu virus now out. Oh shit, there's the Mu virus out. What does that tell you? Renegade I am, the one above all. Knowing it all. Hey. Like nobody retweets my shit for being right. You're welcome. Nobody has congratulated me, retweeted, or anything. I get very few retweets. And I just be like, man, if I was fucking somebody else, I'm pretty sure I'd have like 10 retweets by now. Pretty sure I have about 10 retweets by now. So, with that being stated, I also said that Ellen DeGeneres... No, what I said was... I'm pretty sure I have to go back to like the 2020 tweets between like March and now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was tweeting about American Horror Story and how it had to do with the industry. It had to do with the industry of, who's rising in the industry. And it was basically like everybody is an intern and you got this head talk show host who's trying to rise to the top. That's basically, and then you got the one black witch, which we don't know who that is, but I'm just saying you got the one black witch who's the strongest witch, but she ends up, so what I was saying is I think that was relating to Ellen DeGeneres, and guess who's on top now? I said Kelly Clarkson was going to be the one to surpass Ellen DeGeneres, and guess who's on fucking 3 o'clock motherfucking TV now, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock TV now? Kelly motherfucking Underwood, whichever one's on TV. That one. I said that one. Man, I gotta go back and look. But it was one of them Kellys. Both Kellys are on TV now. On like primetime TV now. So, I'm just saying, like nobody be retweeting my shit. Man, give me a job on The Simpsons. Please. Honestly, really, truly, I'd rather write jokes for motherfuckers, bro. Because I be listening to these comedians. And I'm going to tell you the goddess honest truth. I've already said it before. The funniest person I've met is my own Richard Pryor. I've never met Richard Pryor. I would have liked to have met him. He may have not have liked me. That's cool. I don't give a fuck. But, just say I met him. But anyway, I have, man, listen, this is the closest motherfucker to Richard Pryor. If Richard Pryor is who Richard Pryor says he is and not just some fake person. So, that being stated, yeah, legit. cheesecake. Cheesecake. Remember when Future did that interview about cheesecake? It's like it's cheesecake. It's just cheesecake. It's creaky chair. I'm telling you, bro. I keep getting shit right. And everybody just sits back and nobody, even when I tell people in real life, nobody says anything. I put my comedy on Instagram because it'll travel faster. Nobody likes my stuff. They just watch it. They don't want to be the person to like it. They just watch it. They don't want to be the person to actually like it. But I told y'all, Kelly Clarkson was going to rise to the top when it comes to the talk show hosts of the white women, bro. And I was like, I think American Horror Story, The Witch Coven, was about that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. What the fuck? Ellen is canceled. It was a reflection. If the Ellen DeGeneres, if all those accusations of Ellen's, who was the first witch? The first witch was that really mean woman, right? Who was, the really mean witch, and she didn't want to pass off her superpowers to the other one, right? But she had no real choice, because why? Time. So eventually, time is on everybody's side, and it goes against everybody all at the same time, right? Like people say, time is a concept of human. Some people say time is a concept that humans just made up. Okay, let's play that card. But also, we do age, though. That's the thing. Aging is an indication of something. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't even use time in the same definition of time. But us getting older, if we didn't die, then would there be time? I don't know. Can I throw that in there? If we didn't die, would there be time? If things didn't die, would there be time? That's what I'm relating it to, because we get older. You know what I'm saying? Or our body changes through lengths of life. Yeah. That's got to be a concept of something. That's got to be a concept of something. So, I think death and time correlate. Because if shit didn't die, then we'd be like, all right, well, then, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But shit dies. When you notice different physical changes after a while that ultimately slow down and hinder the person, the you know what I'm saying? The object. You notice that things mature, animals mature over a length of life. We mature over a length of life. How is that not time? How is that not time? How is that not time? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the word time is a concept. And maybe it's supposed to be something else. Maybe it's supposed to be like turnage or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because turnage means universal. Just sprinkling that in. Ah! 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 Turnage is time. Turn age. Oh my goodness. There you go, motherfuckers. Anyway, turn age, because everything is a turnage. No, I'm just being boastful. I was going with theories, but I was like, everything is a turnage. Everything is a fucking turnage. Everything turns age. Yes, that's why there's time. The reason why there is time is because there's turn age. The reason why there is time is because there is turn age. I was on something, but anyway, we get older, so that's got to be a concept of something. That's got to be a something, like, you know what I'm saying, at the most of. So I think there is time. I don't think it's a concept, a man-made concept. I think it's a calculated observation. Yeah, I think it's just a calculated observation. You know what I'm saying? Of life. Shit getting older and dying. You know? There's gotta be time. There's gotta be time. I don't to say time doesn't exist but shit dies and gets older is, you know, unless you prove to me otherwise. Who knows what I'm fucking saying could be off. But I'm saying, though, even, you gotta show me some data, because and maybe I have to show y'all data, but I don't really think I have to show you data when we actually get older. That's enough data right there. Like, to say that doesn't get older, and for most shit, besides if you're a fucking jellyfish or a tardigrade or some shit like that, you getting older, you get what? Slower. You know, your mental state decays, and you shit yourself more. That's the scariest part. Like, that's the worst part for me. Like, not knowing who I am, I understand that. You know, that happens. But shitting yourself, oh. And then forgetting that you shit yourself, oh. That's what fuck with me the most. There's stuff that kills us too. So, you know. But I keep telling y'all. You know what I thought about? There's a woman out there. Her name is Glitterhead Dental Diaries, right? Now this kind of irks me. This kind of irks me right here. Now she had no teeth. She had no teeth, and then she spun around. No, she honestly, with all due respect, this woman looked like, you know, a grandma who had like done meth. I'm serious. And she does the, you know, before and after shit. And then she's this pretty fucking woman. Like, I'm talking about, like, the tits go with it, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just so frustrated on, like, you know, because she would be the woman in the club turning people down, thinking that, they're not good enough, and making every other person feel bad about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just like, in a similar story, that girl who turned down all those dudes, and then she ended up getting a dose of, life thrown back in her face when all the dudes turned her down. And I was just thinking, why would she think that attitude, is acceptable and still get treated? There's that. But this is complete, almost, it's a little different, because that girl was her face. That was her real face as far as we're concerned. But this lady put all that makeup on and was a fine ass female. Like, what? And I guarantee you she's got a Bumble profile. I'm willing to bet her Bumble profile is swimming with likes. And Tinder off the chain with likes. And, whatever other social platform that she on, I bet the inboxes are just crashed. Like, no more messages type shit. And you will fuck this girl and she'll kick you out. And you'll have your self-esteem up. Cool. But is it, what kind of self-esteem is it really? Like, do you pull the mask off? Like a couple years later and tell the person, what happens if your homies know? And they're just like, it's, like, well, she's a pretty girl now. She's there's nothing too deceitful except she don't really look like that. But, if he falls in love with her, for whatever fucking reason, if you're a female that walks around, or a female that walks around with all this makeup on, and you're like, yeah, you don't get to see me without my makeup. After all the fucking dates I done and took you, like, I'm kind of frustrated, because she'd be, like, you would see this girl, and you'd go, yeah, she's really pretty. But deep down, she knows she don't look like that, and you don't fucking know, and you walk up to her with all your courage, and say, hey, I think we should hang out sometime. And she goes, no. And you're going, what the fuck did I do wrong? Maybe you might have stinky breath. Because, I be chewing gum. You might have stink breath. Check that shit. Check your armpit. Check your breath. Go say hi. And she'll turn you down. And then the next guy will come over and simp and buy her a couple drinks and go home maybe with that guy. Or who the fuck knows. But the bottom line is that she's turning you down. And she better be humble. She better be humble about turning. Like, how's she gonna turn you down and still have this attitude like, you need to buy me dinner first? Or there's other motherfuckers in my inbox. But you fake. You fake. You go out looking like that, but you fake. You fake. You fake woman. I couldn't get over it. You know what I also can't get over? If I'm going toward a girl and she's single, but then she get with a nigga with kids, you be like, what the fuck, you single? I'm single. We ain't got kids. We can be the fuck together. Now, I'm not talking down on those relationships. I'm just saying, it's like, what the fuck? Why would you take on, like, dudes that date women with multiple baby daddies? Why would you? I mean, if you just trying to get some, that's one thing. But if you in it for the long term, like, what are you doing? What are we doing? What are we missing? That extra love or something? Like, you're taking on not just that person, but you're taking on the kid and the baby and the parent and the other parent. That's like 3 different people. And that person will be back in your inbox when it don't work out. Talk about some, hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Get blocked. Get blocked. I'll get back in your inbox in 6 months. I don't give a fuck. Real talk. Talk about. There's one girl. I ain't had no car. I was living with my people. Not my people. I was living with my roommates. And this girl chose this dude who was doing fucking heroin over me. And I was like, what? I was like, what? And I don't know where he was staying, but I don't think he had a car either. So she was going over to his house. I remember this story. She was like, yeah, I would have picked him up. And they were smashing. And it got weird. But I was just thinking, what? What? And then she tried to hit me up. I didn't have her number saved for sure. I told her that to her fucking face. I was like, I don't have your fucking number saved. And she was like, why? I said, because you're a bullshitter. I said, every time I hit you up, you don't say nothing. She was like, because I'm busy. She's like, you just have to keep hitting me up. Basically, she was trying to bait attention. Yeah, she wanted attention so she can say, bro, look, I hit her. I had to do the 3 contact rule. She hit me up once at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. I was sleeping, so I didn't even count that shit that one fucking time. And then she starts getting with a dude who was doing heroin. And then, like I said, I don't know what she saw in him. I can't judge the guy, but I'm just saying I wasn't doing heroin. And, I'm relatively fit. And, I gotta, I don't know, like, what more, I don't know. But, I told her that to her face one day. I said, I think you're a basic chick. She said, what does that mean? I said, I don't think there's anything special about you. She said, oh, that's not very nice. That's kind of cold. I was like, yeah, I don't care. I was like, you want me to keep texting you, but you have my number. That type of weird ass shit. So when I finally did get my first car, I started getting his numbers. I think it was her, but I never saved her. And I was not finna fuck with her. Yeah. She was with a dude that was doing heroin. No. Pass. Can you say HIV negative over here? To this day. To this day. I was like, hell no. Yeah. Like this one chick I got with, but I ended up breaking up with her. Not because there was anything wrong with her. I just was like, I saw this little shit before, and let's not make the same mistake. So, but she ended up getting with a dude who had, I can't judge him, but at the time I was like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why? I was like, because if he cheats on you, I'm going to get in your inbox and say, I fucking told you so. You stay with him. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just going to get in your inbox and say that. I'm all about that. I told you so. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Yes, I think that should be a new rule. And the renegade I am, the one above all handbook. Whenever it's time to tell you I told you so. Now you can't do it all the time. Like at certain times, like somebody has a stillborn child, you can't be like, I fucking told you so, you should have pulled the fuck out. That might ruin a friendship, but you can take that risk if you're about that life. I'm pretty sure that might even instill a fight. I'm not even playing. Not by me, because I'm not going to have any stillborn kids, because I'm not having any kids. There we go. But That girl would be in the club turning other motherfuckers down. You ungrateful, bro. There's a lot of things I want to say, but I'm not gonna say too much, except for the fact that catfish is on another motherfucking level, bro. That catfish is on well, it's not on too many levels. Well, it's on another level. I don't think it's the highest level, but man, it's one of them. It's one of them, yo. Like, that shit is redonkulous. That shit was crazy, bro. I couldn't believe that shit. So, and this just makes me think it's like, it can't be. I mean, there's probably a few things. I mean, there's probably things I have to work on about me for sure. Hopefully, it's not my hygiene. I bathe. I brush my teeth. Put deodorant under my arms. Wash my ball sack. Wipe my ass. You know what I'm saying? The normal shit you should do. Brush my teeth. Floss. Normal shit you should do to keep up your hygiene. But if that's not the problem, then it's my personality. For sure. If it's not my personality, then what is it? It's probably the fucking chick that's got all the catfish makeup on. Knowing deep down she got something wrong with it. That's why I don't really be tripping when girls be, unmatching me too much. Or don't be saying too much. Well, I do trip a little bit. I be up in the inbox talking shit. But deep down, I be like, I guess it's for the best. Because situations. Also, I just thought about it. I'm living in shit. Literally. There's a fucking broken sewage line around here. And it's all around the fucking apartment. What the fuck? I think they break the sewage line to stop people from buying the property. Ha 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 ha. Nobody wants to buy a property with a bunch of currently broken sewage lines. So, they put Brendan Schwab's fucking comedy on the horror section genre. I thought that was a little odd, funny, kind of throwed. A little bit of enigma with funniness into it. But here's what really throws me off. So I was watching Snoop Dogg. It was a Snoop Dogg shit. Basically, he was going around in the hood. It was an animated Snoop Dogg cartoon. It was Tales in the Hood or some shit like this. And this was in the comedy genre. And let me tell you, that shit ain't fucking comedy, dog. That shit was fucking, spoiler alert, that shit was demonic as fuck at the first couple minutes of that shit. And it's in the comedy section. That's what you call comedy, nigga? This nigga selling his soul to the devil in the first 5 minutes of the movie? Hell nah, nigga. I cut that shit off, bro. What the fuck? That shit ain't fucking comedy, dog. Like, real talk, I was a little disappointed about that shit. That was horror beyond reason. I was like, hold on. Somebody taking shots at the Emperor? Alright. Yeah, bro, that shit wasn't funny. There was nothing funny about that. Shootouts like that are funny. A dead... Bro, just cut that shit off. Just cut that shit off. And then Epic Games won its battle. I think I covered that little story not too long ago. Epic Games was in a battle with... Yeah, I covered that in about May-ish. Epic Games was in a lawsuit with Apple. Epic Games kind of want. Because they said Apple won like all 9 charges, but except the 10th one. And that one was they can have in-app purchases for the iOS or some shit like that. Other in-app purchases for the iOS. Thought that was a little interesting. I don't give a fuck about. I don't care what kind of phone I really have. People think they're better because they look for reasons to be better. You have an Android, you have an iPhone. Who the fuck cares? Like, think about that shit. Who the fuck really gives a fuck? Because, 50 years ago, we didn't have this. 10 years ago, this shit was all fucking new. 10 years ago, you didn't know you probably couldn't imagine shit like this to a certain degree. Or even 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So this is a boom and evolution of technology. This is it's only a couple decades old. We're still learning shit. But the fact that people think like that because you have a certain phone that your intelligence is somewhere. Get the fuck out of here. That's the one thing that I noticed downtown whenever I go out. That most people don't know how to have a fucking conversation. A lot of these people are single. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming. They don't. They come with dates every now and again, but if you go there enough, you don't see them with a steady string of people. I mean, that steady one person. So whenever you listen to people, man, and you're in a group of people, most of these people don't know how to talk or listen. They're always cutting each other off and thinking that what they have to say is so fucking special. It's fucking not. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem cutting people off, but most of the time, I'm by myself, so I'm kind of just listening anyway. And, when I'm observing, it's like, man, we don't know. And even when I try and talk, it's like, just walk away from the conversation. This shit is frustrating. You have a thought, and then somebody, it's like, I think that's key. You got to learn to listen. Nobody really be listening. I had this one person that if I had drove there by myself, I would have walked off. I would have just got in the car and drove off. That's how not have a conversation I could have. I was like, every time I spoke, every time I got a few words out, he just cut me off. And then when the person was like, well, why aren't you talking? I was like, I just sat there. I told him a little while later, I was like, you don't know how to have a conversation. Every time I spoke, you just cut me off. Every time. Literally every time, bro. Every time. Every time. I just walk away from people that do that shit. I expect people to do it to me when I become rude too. So, here we go. Oh shit, I gotta go get some water. I don't feel like leaving the house. Alright. This is another successful rant. I grant you well wishes. Well wishes. I gotta still do these dishes. They're not dirty. They just sit. Oh yeah. Freestyling, I'm admitting. Oh yeah. This chair be rocking and squeaking. Oh yeah. I'm sitting in it. I'm high, but I'm not tweaking. Poetry. Yeah, you know it's me. My words and verbs paint pictures so you see. Oh shit. I'm signing out. You know this without a doubt. Fuck your clout. No, I'm just playing. I'll be chasing it a little bit. I think we all want one moment of just like, all right. No, I don't want to be fucking seen by the world to a certain degree. Unless they're going to all download my podcast right after. Otherwise, fuck being seen on TV like that. Unless I put myself on TV. Like, no unnecessary interviews. Yeah, no unnecessary interviews. Otherwise. Like, I'll admit it. I love the photobomb. There we go. I love that shit. I fucking love to photobomb. Or video bomb. Oh my goodness, I love that shit. I love walking into other people's pictures or videos. Matter of fact, where's that pink-haired motherfucker that still owes me money for video bombing his shit? He started walking across the street with, he took one of his shirts off, and I was like, he don't really want to smoke because otherwise he's been running. He was like, no, Brian, it's not worth it. And man, I've ruined a lot of their video. I don't care. Maybe they stopped filming. Where's that video, bro? I'm going to look up that pink-haired rapper, White Boy Houston. This was at like the start of the pandemic too. Oh, I can't find it. Man, that shit was funny than a motherfucker. That shit was funny than a motherfucker. They didn't find it very funny, but got my feature. I am